What? What? No. So, if it seems like I'm a little bit less energy than I would normally have at the start of a recording, is because I just had to replay the past half an hour of gameplay, give or take. So I'll try to replicate what we did previously. It's just a matter of I don't quite remember every specific choice I made. So wait and see. Begin. See you in a moment. Hey everybody, Dr. Ed here, and we actually got back to where we were, I think. Whew. So that was a fun half an hour. Let's go pick up this radio and get us back into this episode of Firewatch. Episode 3 now, I believe it is. I'm awake, what up?
I'm awake. What's your problem?
Our problem.
Sorry, our
The looters? Yeah, that was shitty.
That storm knocked out the phone line I used to talk to the service, which means we're cut off. I tried radioing out, and that's not working either.
Well, just you and me, Delilah.
I don't really know why that would be the case.
Can I go fix it?
Well, you probably can't, but what you can do is hike out to where the wire runs through your area and report back if it's down. Then I can track down a ranger and get someone on it.
Okay, I can do that. Where is it?
Remember that cave you hiked through yesterday?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, of course.
So you're going to want to go back there, go through it, and keep going straight to the north when you come out.
Will do.
Thanks, Hank.
Awesome.
It's
Henry.
Henry.
What, you don't like Hank?
Yeah, I don't like Hank.
But thanks rhymes with Hank.
No, it doesn't.
Okay, alright.
Hank. Whiskey? Save for later. Don't know why I keep putting that in my bag to save for later when I could just keep it in there, but... Whew, back to the hiking. We got fireworks, too, that we, confiscated from those little naked teenagers. Let us go back down, and that would have us going this way, I believe. Survey the communications. We are here, so we go northeast, cut through the cave, all that lovely stuff, and head north through Bear Point? Something like that. In short, we just run this way. Okay, summation things that did go differently slightly in the quick run-through I just did. The one thing being, I didn't notice the dude with the flashlight, but I still had the dialogue option at the end saying my character did. So I doubt that's going to really change much of anything, and I am getting turned around already. So we are aiming to go northeast. May as well just hold this out, so my easily confused body can figure out where we go. When in doubt, just follow this trail, right? Maybe? This seems right-ish. Maybe. Potentially. Who knows? Feels like I am directionally challenged as anyone I've ever met. Hell, even when the sun's just rising, I can hardly tell my east or west, even though we all know it rises in the east and sets in the west. How the hell did I go here going northeast? Ah! Stupid thing, doesn't know how to work. There we go. We can just run this way! Awesome. Alright, so now that I have oriented myself and I found the way past down the sign I knocked its ass over, may as well climb our way down this hill. Sorry about that little kind of hard cut there. It's just I am very easily lost in any game without a mini-map, which is, you know, always fun. Could have sworn I saw a radio prompt or something there for a moment, but yes, I might be mistaken. And of course, we're going to be running as quick as we can everywhere, because you know what? Our dude, you know what? He's a little bit pudgy. He could probably, if you can go for a jug. I could go for a jug.
Roger that. Warms up fast. The mornings are cold in Boulder, though, right?
Yeah, they are.
What did you get up to down there? I mean, what's life like?
I'll talk about my dog. I love my dog.
You know, I don't know. I used to just spend a lot of time with our dog, Bucket.
Aw, that's a good name.
It is a good name. He was a cute dog.
What type?
A beagle. We got him from the pound.
That's great. Hey, can you hold on a sec?
Sure. I'm just gonna keep hiking and hoping it warms up.
Going the right way still? Perfect.
Hey-o. I don't think so. Why, have you? Okay, good.
Hey, your button
No,
is still
I don't think
down.
he has any idea. I'm absolutely sure.
Delilah, I can hear you.
Would you?
What the hell is she talking about?
All right. I'll let you know if anything changes in that regard.
Hmm.
Hey, sorry about that. Anyway, Bucket's a cute name. You owned him with someone?
I gotta let her know about that thing. Yeah.
Who was that?
Who was who?
Person you're on the
I
phone
don't
with.
think he has any idea. What was that? Were you talking about me?
What?
You left your button pressed or something.
Henry, that call was work. I was just talking to... Actually, it's not really your business. Why are you freaking out?
I'm
Still
not
locked.
freaking out.
Good. I'm gonna go quiet for a little bit. Call me if it's important.
Oh. I didn't mean to annoy you. I was just like, sorry, I was eavesdropping. Hmm. Well, it looks like it's just me. Well, we're not making our relationship with Delilah great. You know what? That's fine. Let's go back to jogging with our little compass hanging out here. Hopefully making some good progress. I guess that's one way to clear a path. Is bust on in. Works for me. Still heading north, northeast. Okay, long walk to this cache though. If I knew the game, I'd probably just cut to the important spots, but go figure. I have no idea when she'll come back and want to chat, and that is some fog. Fog in the woods is always spooky. Always spooky. God, I really hope I'll never end up being that guy who is constantly checking his map. I'd love to have some confidence in my navigational ability where it is not a necessity, where I can keep at least a decent enough bearing of my location without relying on a piece of paper. Looks like the line's still going though.
I can see the wire you're talking about. It looks like it's in good shape from here.
We'll follow it up to the top of the trail if you can. You can head back as soon as you give me the all clear.
Got it.
Sure, we can keep going. A mailbox. I'm assuming that's what that is, right? No, another guidepost. I mean, I really don't need to be doing this. I literally have a waypoint here. We just gotta follow the wire. Yeah, shit, that's easy enough. That's what we're gonna be doing, unless this wire is gonna make us double back because it's the wrong one or something. I don't know. Follow the wire this way. Utility pole.
So we really can't reach anyone any other way than these wires?
What else do you suggest? Smoke signals?
Just seems dangerous.
Well, if they don't hear from me for a few days, they'll send someone out, but I'd rather it not come to that.
Yeah, we should probably avoid anyone being too concerned if it's not a big deal. Being on the woods freaks me out. It's like kind of when you're walking late at night on your own and no one else is out there, and when you see someone else, it's like neither of you should be here right now at all. And you don't know what to think. You just look at each other and, I don't know, appear as non-threatening, if that makes sense to each other, and just go your own way. But we're totally going to bust this guy open. Like has, thankfully. Man, I hope there's something that actually involves codes at some point instead of us just 1, 2, 3, 4ing our way through. Update our map with whatever points we actually do there. Some pine cones. Another note. Let's see. Read. Dave, hey, I got your note about needing to talk, and sorry I didn't track you down. I've been looking for you all day. Figured you'd be up here in the canyon helping those grad students, but I guess not. Then you know how I could help anyways. We're coworkers, right? You know? Amigos, professionales. If you need someone to throw a case back with you and go time traveling, Ron's your guy. But I'm not great with life stuff. Sure, we'll hold on to this note and we'll just run around with a pine cone for a little bit. Well, we can't have our compass out and a pine cone apparently, so... Is that a turtle?
Whoa, I found a turtle. Maybe it's a tortoise. It's a thing with a shell.
Well, isn't that something?
It's actually pretty cute.
Well, Henry, if you decide you want it to keep you company, nobody will mind.
What do I call it? Looks like a,
This ought to be good.
Bucket Jr.
Bucket Jr.
Perfect.
I think so.
He's so cute. You're mine. Yoink. Sorry to your turtle mom. I don't know how to take care of a turtle. I've made a huge mistake. But it looks like we can head southwest now and actually continue following those towers because we got a little bit sidetracked. We found a turtle. We found the turtle now known as Bucket. Oh, God. Okay, I didn't... I'm glad that went as well as it did, but I keep hearing noises and bushes. Not a fan of that. Beer can.
Guess what?
What is it?
Kids again.
Up here.
Same as before?
Yep.
These fucking kids.
How can these girls be so stupid?
Trust me, I never underestimate the stupidity of a drunk teenager. Also,
You're not wrong.
I never underestimate the balls of a drunk young woman, having been one.
You know, as a drunk young man, I too have made my fair share of mistakes. Never got into beer, but never think it's a good idea just to down 2 bottles of wine. That's how you end up with a shitty nickname. And, I don't know, some stories that you quite can't remember happening, but other people do.
Yeah, okay, the wire's down here.
Okay, good. Any sign of those girls? Did they mess with anything?
I'll look around. Hey, so the wire is definitely
And the
down
beer's
out there.
here
I just
too.
found it. Yeah, the thing is, it doesn't look like the wind. It looks like it was cut deliberately.
I knew it the moment you said you found their trash. These idiots are gonna pay. Do they realize this is how people die? I mean, what if something happened to one of my lookouts while this was going on? And God forbid there's an actual fire burning out of control.
What do you want to do?
I want you to go find them.
And then what?
I haven't thought that far ahead. That's not true. Everything that comes to mind is illegal.
Let's hear it.
Oh yeah?
Hey, I came out here for a breath of fresh air and some adventure. What do you got?
I think I want you to just find them and scare
Oh, that's
the
mean.
hell out of
Okay.
them.
Yeah, I'd make a spooky ghost costume, but they stole my sheets.
I don't know. Wait for them to wander off and wreck their camp.
I like
Then when they
Delilah.
get
She
to
thinks
the
like I
beach, we'll
think.
run home to mommy and daddy.
I'll find them.
Thanks.
But I am gonna need a raise.
Don't hold your breath. I'd start by hiking back towards your tower and just keep an eye out for anything that would lead you to them.
Well, they're big into Red Eagle.
Great. See if you can find the path they took down from there. Maybe they looped back around towards the lake.
I
or
want to
something.
inspect that, but I
I
can't.
doubt they're where they were yesterday, but they obviously can't have gone far.
Well, it looks like I can't talk to her about it, but when in doubt, follow the cans of beer, right? Now, where the hell, if I was a drunk underage adult, I don't know, I wouldn't be messing with someone like this. The worst thing we ever did was just, this wasn't even drunk. This one was a goddamn kid with the good old ding-dong ditch. And I mean, people don't do that when they're in their late teens, I imagine, right? Okay, there's other things too, but you can't really talk about that to the stranger that is the internet, right? Not so much. God damn, there's so many cans of beer. But just think about it this way. Think of all those sweet nickel/dimes, depending on what your deposit is in state or province, that I am making currently. It's a hard life, though. Do we have an actual map marker, or is it just find the teens generic like that? Okay, it looks like our job is literally book it on South Then, so cut wire. There's a supply drop up northwest, but I feel like we'll find that later. Probably best just to head back the way we came and just double on down. Even though I say that and I'm instantly booking west. So, like I said, navigation is not my strength here. Thankfully, this game is really pretty, though. I just enjoy looking. Hopefully the colors aren't getting too, like, washed out with OBS running, but you get the chance to just get this game visually. I don't know. It's something really simple, and I don't know where to place it because it's reminding me of something very familiar. But no, it's just nice. Just nice art. Okay, so this is where the wire's cut, and then we can just double back this way and follow the path down here. Perfect. And since we conveniently have the subtitles on, I'm assuming if we get close to these little... I feel like I've picked up these cans on my way up. God damn, they're going hard. That one's stuck. That one's gone forever.
Well, I hopped down a drop, and now I can't climb back
I
up.
did hop down that drop.
That is a pickle.
I can just keep hiking, but I figured I should let you know in case I get myself trapped out here.
Well, hopefully that doesn't happen before you find these assholes. I was thinking you should probably head back to where you saw them last.
Okay then, now that my initial plan was wrong, we might end up just going west and going around. Neat. Hopefully I can go around this way. Nope, do I have to go all the way up and around? It sure looks like I do. I just state again how much I value having a minimap. Like, I can appreciate the authenticity of having an actual mappy map, but minimap's where it is. Minimap has always been helpful. Especially when you're a big old baby who's like me, who gets lost. Unless you're playing a dungeon crawler game, I used to get really into those when I was younger, like with the graphing paper and everything. Was I any good at them? God, no. But not to say I didn't have fun, and I feel like this would have just been another way for us to get in here. Or this just loops around. Yeah, screw it. Let's hit up the supply drop. Let's go crazy. Let's get a little bit lost. At least we know about that little cavernous area that way. Maybe find something in there. Probably a way to get on back. Long drop down. When in doubt, just keep going through long drops. We're not going back that way. No way, no how. Supply drop. Throw for fire lookout, Two Forks, Jonesy Lake. I mean, if we get the chance to pick up a supply drop, why the hell wouldn't we, right? Loot some boxes. Creep up on some dude's letters to each other. All in all, it seems like it's a great idea to me. Assuming I don't get stuck on a fence. Oh my god. I'm missing a jump button though. Supply drop 60 feet this way. I'm assuming that's what that meant, not just follow the path left. Even though that one would be a lot more rational. Supply cache open. 1, 2, 3, 4. Easy. This is a big, like, wide one though. Two Forks. Empty. Empty. Awesome. Even better. Nothing at all for me. I mean, we're committed this far, right? Should we try going north to like Thoroughleaf Plains or wherever the hell that is? I mean, it's not like anyone can see what we're doing. No one can see us actively breaking the rules here and not going after the, you know, except that this lovely cable car is, you know.
Hey, I'm out at a ravine. What's this thing that spans across it?
That is how you get to my sector.
Oh.
No kidding. Well, let me hike over.
Well, it's locked up and mainly for emergencies. I've never actually used it. Rangers use it from time to time, but that's it.
Help, it's an
Help,
emergency.
oh, God, it's an emergency.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I got eyes on a tornado. I got to get out of here.
A tornado in the heart of the Rockies?
Yes.
Holy moly, I need to call this in.
Oh man,
Tom,
that's a
248
wall of
tornado.
text.
He says he needs an evac into my sector. It's a meteorological impossibility. There haven't been tornadoes in the greater Yellowstone region in 100 million years. You're gonna need him to stay and take a detailed personal account, even if it means giving his life.
I don't have the rope.
Okay, I'll tell him. Sorry, Hank. No dice.
Oh,
Man.
I tried. Okay, looks like we're not going that way, so let's hopefully, again, my dumb, directionally challenged ass can figure out which way is north and go that way and actually make it turn east. Up these hills. There we go. You know, I felt like I should have known I was going the wrong way immediately after going across a log bridge that, you know what, hadn't seen yet. Hadn't seen that log bridge. Not in the least bit. Two Forks, Fire Lookout, Jonesy Lake. Yeah. Yeah. That's where I'm supposed to go, right? Two Forks and Jonesy Lake. I'm not crazy. This makes sense. There's a bag in that tree.
There's an abandoned pack out here.
And it's not one of the teens?
No, it looks like it was lost a long time ago.
Well, you could always pilfer it for supplies.
That's the plans. Brian Goodwin's backpack. Okay. That's a name that sounds very familiar. Oh. Okay, thanks for that.
Well, I I am flush with ropes now.
Awesome.
That pack was full of them, in decent condition too.
That's lucky.
I mean, there's enough rope here that I could just leave them hooked up, I think. Oh, get this. This pack came with one of those cardboard single-use cameras.
With pictures left?
Yeah, he only used 3 or 4.
Neato.
Thank you, Brian Goodwin.
Wait, who?
Brian
The
Goodwin.
bag had the name Brian Goodwin sewn into the top.
Don't know what we're gonna take pictures of.
Wow.
Do you know him?
Yeah, I just haven't heard that name in a few years.
Look out,
Who was
HX
it?
Ranger.
Lookout?
Not a lover.
Yeah, kinda, I guess. He was stationed in Two Forks, your lookout, with his dad Ned 3 summers ago. Great kid.
You can
I'm
bring
trapped.
children out here?
This is how I die.
No. You know,
I'm gonna die
not
because of
super
this.
for rules. They took off halfway through the summer.
Is Ned that guy from the note I told you about? About the guy leaving his post?
Oh, could be, yeah.
Oh.
But I think at one point they just realized this job wasn't for them. For Brian, at least.
Oh man, this climb though.
Anyway, so it goes.
Okay.
Have fun with that camera. Try not to snap anything that would scar a Photodome employee.
I don't know. I got a lot of hiking to do. Might get bored.
Might get bored.
Well, I'm bored as rocks, so I'll keep you company while you find those girls, huh?
I could have sworn I've opened this one, but apparently not. So we can copy information, creep out on another note here. Read it really quickly. Dave, guess who's going out with Debbie next week? No, not that shitheel Steve. It's your man, Ron. Let's check out on the new guy at Two Forks and heard him talking to himself. So I figured I'd stay away. Remember when you saw Chimmy Rock having himself on that hammock? Starting to think the Forest Service only picks the deranged and perverted. Except for us, of course, we're the creme de la creme. Let's toast to Deb at the spot. Ron. Cheryl, yoink. Now is when I check my map before I just run around like an asshole. Because we got to go back to Jonesy Lake, which it looks like meaning I can just sprint on south, and there's a little rope hanging spot, at least. I believe that's what that means. Perfect.
Hey, sorry about snapping at you earlier. I thought about it, and yeah, I suppose that must have sounded kind of weird when you heard me take that other call. Plus, you're just out here in your own head. Trust me, I know how it is. So, did you break any hearts back in Colorado when you took this job? I myself have chosen to never get attached to anyone who would miss me, but I know I'm a bit of an outlier.
I'm actually married.
But you're here.
She's sick, and I shouldn't be here, but I am.
I'm sorry, Henry. What is it?
We'll get into it.
Okay. Well, in the meantime, you are here, and it's beautiful, and escaping isn't always something bad.
Yeah, sure.
Look, I gotta go do a thing, but I'll have a radio. Okay, call me if you need to.
I need
This
to.
burned section
Burn
of the
forest.
I have no
Yeah, burn
idea where
forest.
to go. Their trail is pretty cold at this point.
You're out by Mule Point. No one would camp out in the fireweed. Well, I want you to stay out there, as a favor to little old me.
My pleasure.
Okay, we know these young women are sloppy. They must have left some sort of trail.
Oh. I saw beer cans earlier, but I'm just heading back to the lake, maybe. Right?
Did your wife's illness have anything to do with you taking this job, or did you just fall prey to the service's big recruiting push? When it comes to, you know, how the hell you ended up out here?
Yeah, I think I was in the paper,
I
right?
saw the job in the paper and figured, you know, what the heck.
What the heck? I've got no ties and no life. Better go spend what's left of it in utter loneliness.
Something like that.
Yeah, thanks to last summer, the bump in Forest Service budget actually allowed for us to advertise for the job. Glad it worked.
What happened last summer that accounted for this windfall?
Jeez. I mean, the federal government almost let Yellowstone National Forest
I don't know.
burn
This is
to
out of
the
my pay
ground.
grade. I don't know
Ring
about
a bell?
national parks.
Yellowstone is like, what, 15 miles away? Why would they do that?
Well, the short story is that for 60 years, we got very good at not letting forest fires happen. And then about 15 years ago, they decided that forest fires in wilderness areas like Yellowstone should be left to burn. So that's what they did. I can't believe you didn't hear about this. There were reports that the entire park was gone. Dan Rather telling the country that President Reagan didn't care on the nightly news. And what the hell's he gonna do? Smoke jump in and snuff one out for the Gipper?
So what should they have done?
I don't even know. By the time the Yellowstone folks realized the little fires weren't gonna burn themselves out, 100,000 acres were gone.
Jesus Christ.
It's Yellowstone, you know? People don't want to touch it. But we touch it every single day. But hey, I got a 30 cents an hour raise because we can't have another fiasco. The goddamn park can burn
Ooh,
down again.
baby. 30 cents an hour raise. I wouldn't think you'd be getting paid hourly out here. It'd be more like a salary position where make sure your shit's done and see you when you can get away in a few months. So I'm heading back to where they first camped.
Do you see that?
See what?
No? Maybe. See what, exactly?
I can barely make it out, but there's a small wisp of smoke way down to the southwest. You should be able to find a way over there from the meadow by the lake.
Okay.
Towards 5 Mile Creek. It's in the southwest quadrant of your map.
Well, you think it's those girls?
I'm pretty sure it's a campfire, so yeah, I'd call that a safe bet.
Man, they really do not give a shit, do they?
Not a one.
Well, speaking of people not giving a shit. Okay, that's a bad way to end this. We're just going to call it. Next time, we'll probably deal with these shitty teenagers who have done some serious sabotaging and drank copious amounts of booze that I could no way in hell ever match. But again, thank you so much for watching. We'll be a go with our next episode, assuming when I actually have to re-record more, my save doesn't get corrupted and all that lovely stuff. But again, leave a like if you like it, comment if you want to see something else or more, subscribe if you just want to see more from me in general. But for now, I'm Dr. Ette, and I'll catch y'all next time. Bye for now, everybody.